Texas 95.7, The Armadillo. Craig Vaughn in the studio with our weekly guests, Lehman Wall and Casey Hooper from the Working Ranch Cowboys Association. How are you?
Hi, Craig.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
I didn't see you at Oliver's, Casey.
How do you not see me? I stood there.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw you. Yeah, that's right. We're under the tent together.
It's called Peyote in the morning. 95.7
That's right.
Peyote.
I was thinking last year all of a sudden. I didn't even sit in the stands this year, matter of fact.
No,
now that
you
I think
stood
about
right by me.
I just stood under the shade in the tent.
Offered you a Coke. I don't
She
know.
did.
Yeah,
All
several
right, leave me
times.
alone.
I don't know. I mean,
You need some more coffee this
I
morning?
do,
Craig?
man.
Pick
I'm
me
telling you, all that
Need an espresso?
training is just killing my brain right now. All that computer stuff we're going through. I can't even concentrate.
my name is Casey,
Casey,
and you are.
and I'm Craig.
Nice to meet you, Craig. I think I've seen you before.
About a year ago at Oliver's, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. You have a face for radio like me.
How long did you guys stay for the whole event? I was only there a short period of time.
We did. You bet.
I had to go other charity things that afternoon. Would end up.
You know,
Did
a
you
man
win the
about
Harley?
town
Yeah.
that you are. You know?
Yeah. No, I didn't win the Harley. I just get to call numbers and make people angry at me. Sorry, you didn't win. Sorry, you didn't win. Sorry, you didn't
You
win.
didn't call me, so I guess I didn't win.
No,
Because you got to buy a ticket to win. Kinda like the lottery.
they don't let me have a ticket. I think I'm going to figure out a way to palm it and not call that number.
You know, it was a cool event. It's always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Casey said get to see a lot of people that may not see all the time. Well, some of them we get to see quite a bit.
Yeah.
And just another thank you out to the Oliver's family,
Yeah.
Richard, the whole family. Just a great little day of Cowboy celebration and good competition,
Yep.
and it was fun, and I think we had a good time.
I don't know how the teams thing went, but I guess Clay Page ended up like on 3 teams and pulled a check from each one, like first, second, third, or something. So he had a good one.
Tell you what, there's a method to that madness sometimes.
On that kind of deal, there is. You can enter
Yeah.
3 times.
Yep.
So.
Well, good. I'm glad. I hope they raised you a bunch of money. I know they had 30-some teams out there, and I don't know how many bronc riders they had. So
I think it was 15.
15 bronc riders.
I
Yeah.
totally could be.
We need to get them selling some T-shirts out there next year. Somebody had an Oliver Saddle T-shirt on. I
We
thought, man,
had
that's
that.
a cool T-shirt.
Actually, Craig and I had that discussion when we were when he was standing right by me.
Was that this last week?
Yeah, and I don't know.
What's that this weekend? He did it again. He's like, oh, that's a great idea, Craig. We talked about that.
It's a nice evening out today.
So that was Sunday morning. What else is going? The Upper North Platte Ranch Rodeo in Encampment, Wyoming was the sanctioned rodeo that was going on. How'd that one go over?
It was good. Our board member out in New Mexico, Gary Morton, he made the trip up there, and we kind of, Casey and I were talking a little bit. We might want to arm wrestle him for this gig next year.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe knock him off and try to make the trip. It's beautiful country, obviously, and we really appreciate Silver Spur for hosting that rodeo up there. Good friends of ours and supporters. So thanks to Connie and everybody up there, Thad and the whole team that puts on that rodeo. We had a situation in this one, it looks like, Casey, where the first 2 teams kind of had a really good day.
Mm-hmm.
Just could not do anything wrong, it seems. And so they really kind of took hold, and the third place throughout all the events kind of changed on them.
Yeah.
But the first 2, Jolly Ranch and SNL out of Colorado, and the second place ranch, Lonesome Pine, they really stayed almost first and second throughout the whole deal.
They did. And so Jolly SNL ended up qualifying in Arthur, Nebraska at the Sandhills Championship July 14th.
Oh, yeah, just a couple weeks ago.
Yep. So when they came out, they won Encampment. So that allows the second place team to get the invite to the 24th World Championship Ranch Rodeo. So that ended up giving the graces to Lonesome Pine Ranch out of Kansas, Cedar Point, Kansas. And they ended up 9th in the bronc, 2nd in the sorting, 2nd in the cow milking, 2nd in the stray gathering, and 1st in the trailer loading. So you've heard me hit repeat on 2nd?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because Jolly was either first or J.O.D. Brown Mill was coming up right behind them. Wow. So it was a pretty tough rodeo. Yeah. Everyone seemed to be chasing their tails a little bit. So I guess we need to thank the trailer loading for that one. I mean, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. They're looking at me like we're still at Oliver's, and I don't understand. If I feel like I'm
on the radio, I'm nodding.
Oliver's, that was like a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking at me like I'm just in a time warp all of a sudden, and I'm caught. I'm going to just have to pull out my jar of buttons and roll them all out and see which one draws.
No. It was close. I mean, like Casey said, first and second all the way through. So Lonesome Pine, they had a 9th in the bronc riding, as we talked about, and then 3 seconds and a first. Jolly, S&L, had 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and then a 4th.
Wow.
So it's interesting to always just see what separates them at the end. I didn't do the total points, but it was by not much, I don't think. Yeah.
Well, Brock Chamberlain ended up smacking one on him in the bronc riding, and with that lineup in the bronc riding, it had to be tough. And I'm not for certain on this, but Don of Old might have brought the horses for that rodeo. I'm not quite sure. And if that's the case, it was not an easy bronc riding. Mm-hmm. Big old feather-footed horses, big, stout, bold horses. And so that could have went actually to pretty much anyone. It looked like the Nebraska division for Silver Spur ended up getting some points in the bronc riding. And Will Schaefer off of Jolly and S&L ended up doing pretty good. So there's where they picked up some. Okay,
actually,
I'm done.
The Silver Spur Tio division got in there too, Casey. There was 3 guys that tied at 73.
Way to go, Bryce. Way to go, Bryce. Shout out to homeboy Bryce.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Is that better?
Good job.
Good job. So who are we talking to today then?
We're going to visit with Bud Higgs off Lonesome Pine.
All right, Bud Higgs. All right. Hang on. Want to call him now? We supposed to call him now? I know they're busy.
Do you want to?
I want to catch him while he's not.
Everyone is shipping, and so that's what they say. Yeah. You know, I can't. I'm shipping right now, and I'm shipping right now, too. No, we didn't say we said shipping.
P with a P. All right. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna call him now. Hang on. I'm gonna stop this right now. Hang on. And we got him on the phone, Bud Higgs, and I guess on speakerphone. He's not alone.
Yeah, he's got his boy Troy with him.
Troy with him too. Then, so got a couple of them on the phone. Congrats on the win, and looking forward to having you back in Amarillo this year.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were visiting a touch last night, and then a little bit off the air about the rodeo itself. And you know, Bud, you were talking a little bit about the quality of the overall rodeo. How do you feel about how Encampment came together as a whole?
I felt like, we did. We had a really good rodeo, and there was, Jollies that won it, and they had a really good rodeo. There was probably 2 or 3 other teams that kind of stubbed their toe in maybe 1 or 2 events, but overall, the times were pretty quick. Most everything was pretty fast. And the cattle, I thought I don't know how they would have been much better.
Well, that's a good thing when you can hear that, especially when it's an even set.
The cows they had for the Milton were first calf heifers. All of them had pretty uniform size and bag, and they were just a good set of cows.
That's good. It makes a difference when you can go from event to event, and you've got a consistent set of stock. And it looked like also in the bronc riding, Troy, that they did buck a little bit, huh? I would think that they did. I'm looking at the scores, and they might have been higher in a few things, but they looked pretty consistent to me. And did they buck?
Oh, there was a couple of them that I thought were for sure better than the others, but as far as other than those 2 or 3, they were all pretty even, I thought.
Good.
And I guess I haven't rode enough of them to know really whether they buck hard or not yet.
Well, do you still have your teeth?
Do what?
Do you still have all your teeth?
Yeah, so far.
Okay, well then it's going to be fine. You stayed hooked. You got points. That's what matters. Yeah. You don't have to win every event to get it done.
It was part of what got us the win. The qualification. We we needed every point we could get.
And he did. He gave you points to keep you in there. And Troy, you're doing a really good job of that, by the way. I know you don't give yourself credit for not having the experience, but you've got to start somewhere. And you're gaining a lot of respect from those guys behind the chutes and the stock contractors. So I wouldn't change a thing. I just keep doing what you're doing. Honestly.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I tell you what, coming from somebody that's done it herself, that's pretty impressive.
Well, he's about, that was back when it was just, who cares? I don't have any of my teeth. He's got his teeth.
Hey, guys, where's the boss? Where's Mackenzie? Y'all don't have her on. Where's the boss?
Basketball, probably. Basketball or softball.
She's right over here. We just didn't get her gathered up with us yet.
Okay.
It's okay.
She's coming. Oh, yeah, she doesn't want to talk.
Thanks, Dad.
Tell her Casey's on the phone. She'll talk to Casey.
It's all right. Travis is the one that gives me a hard time. Travis is the one that him and I can sit and debate. Good guy.
If Travis was here, I'm sure he'd want to visit with you.
Yes, he would. He would.
Well, our friends at Lonesome Pine, for everybody out there, this is a family operation, and we talked. You got Bud on the phone, his son Troy, his daughter Mackenzie is on the card. The patriarch Frank Higgs, Bud's dad, is on the card, and then you've got Travis Duncan and Bo Kruger. So really a nice, fitting family deal here, and we're just so proud of Bud and everybody for getting that qualification and coming back to Amarillo. Bud, tell everybody, you've had quite a bit of luck. I say
champions.
luck. That's not the right way to say it. You've had good fortune and to lift that title in Amarillo several times. What does it mean to you guys to be getting that bid and coming back and trying to lift the trophy one more time?
To me, it is fun, and what makes it the most fun for me is being with my family that way. This year we changed it up a little and got Bo Kruger with us, and this will be his first trip down there as a competitor, and that's going to be fun. I know he's excited, and I'm excited for him. I think we've got a really good competitive team, I think, and it'll be interesting to see how it all goes.
It will be interesting, and they are past world champions. And when you can look what is Mackenzie? Third generation to be on your...
She'd be third.
Third. When you start seeing ranches that come back and you're starting to see their kids, and we're getting into generational gaps, that kind of trumps... I know to them, they're here to win a world championship. To us, it's about the backbone.
That's what it is. You're developing the ones that are coming up behind you.
Yep. So it's job security for me. So kudos to you guys. And please tell Mr. Higgs, that'd be Frank, congrats.
Yep.
And I want you also to know out there that this team also produces good quality horses. And they've got a spectacular bloodline going themselves, and they have for several years. So, and I'm sure Bud or Frank will talk to you at championship if you're interested in that. But kudos, congrats, and we'll see you again. Troy, I'll buy you a beer in the hospitality room.
That'll work. Yeah.
Congrats, guys. Y'all need anything, let us know, okay?
Appreciate it. Yep, we'll be talking to you.
All right. Yes, sir. Take care.
All righty. Thank you. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. Okay, so the next rodeo is Colorado Springs.
That's right.
Beautiful Colorado Springs.
Who's Grand Ranch Rodeo, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Who's getting? And there's concerts afterwards and everything. This is who's getting it. Who got the short straw on that one?
The short guy got the short straw.
No, you'll be going up there with Randy Norris, aren't you?
That's right.
That's got to be fun. It's just beautiful country up there, and like I said, they've got the concert. It's like an event up there that they do. Tie it into like some kind of 2-day event up there. So sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you're listening, you're in that area, or if you're thinking about taking a little vacation to Colorado Springs, look out on the website and get the details. Stop in and see us.
Maybe actually got a rideforthebrand.org, and it's a big deal. They've got a big stamp sanctioned Ranch Rodeo, WRCA, but Ranch Rodeo, Bourbon, Barbecue, and Bands is what they say on there.
There you go.
Man, that sounds like a lot of fun. They've got some of the bands that we play here on this station in Amarillo playing up there with the Ranch Rodeo. So this sounds like a nice 2-day vacation. Anybody really even in the Amarillo area wants to been thinking about visiting Colorado Springs before school gets back and going, and we're getting close to it. Be a perfect weekend to take everybody up there and enjoy the rodeo. And then, if you're not into the bands and the bourbon kind of thing, that's fine too. There's plenty of, Garden of the Gods up there. There's lots to see and do in Colorado Springs. Make a nice little 2-day vacation to get up there and do that.
Just because it's called the Garden of the Gods, it doesn't mean you need to wear your bed sheet and go up there, because it's not what it's about. Okay, it's about a mountain range. I'm just trying to help him out.
I was going to say, Craig must be employed by the
Chamber of Commerce. Well, I went up there last year for Oliver's. So.
Right.
That's where he didn't see me.
Me and Casey hung out.
He had me mistaken for Miranda Lambert. He had me mistaken for a supermodel. I don't know what time warp he's on, but Colorado Springs, like a couple of the other rodeos, Coffeyville, Hugo, they give back to the foundation some of their proceeds, so we're very grateful for that. Medicine Lodge was one of them as well. And so thank you guys for doing all that. And so it's a rip-roaring time in the Pikes Peak area, and I guess it'd be east of Pikes Peak, just a smidge maybe. Not in the Garden of the Gods.
Nah, I don't think there'd be room for a rodeo in there.
If you went to that rodeo, you'd have like several things you want to do.
Wouldn't be room for a rodeo in the Garden of the Gods.
Oh, sure there would be.
All I'm saying.
Garden of the Gods. That makes me think, well, I'll just save it for group.
For group therapy.
In my head, I'm thinking of several different directions to take this.
What time is group?
Well, group is only for me and my session.
It's just a case of group.
Yeah,
it's a private group.
Yeah, it's not a circle. Yeah, my name is
group.
Casey Hooper, and
I have to get in with my sage burning elements.
WRCA.org is where you can find info and tickets and everything. Oh, we didn't get into. You had Top Horse.
A couple of last little things. We hit Upper North Platte Encampment. So, again, thanks to Titan Fuel Tanks for helping us present our weekly results. We've got Jolly SNL won that rodeo, and they had already qualified prior to that. So we've got Lonesome Pine coming in at second. They get the invite to the World Championship. Third place was out of Nebraska, Schaefer and Barta. So congratulations to James and Cole, all those guys there with Schaefer and Barta. And then we wanted to give you the top hand, top horse out of Encampment. Kind of walked away with both of these. Dustin Bowling.
My man, Dustin.
Dustin walked away with it.
We talked to him last week.
That's right. Jolly SNL. His top horse is Baloo Little Heaven. And thanks to AQHA for doing our top horse program. Dustin got the top hand also.
Got him a new pair of pants.
You bet. Wrangler, thank you for helping us honor those guys. And so that was the Encampment in a nutshell in Colorado Springs this weekend.
There you go. Sounds like a good one. At WRCA.org, you can get your ticket info, your event info, your lodging info. You can do it all right there from the websites. Don't forget this year's new 1 to 3 on Saturday, November 9th, Invitational Ranch Gelding Sale at the arena. And then 3 to 5, Cowboys, a documentary portrait. That one's going to be really good. Yeah, I hope they part of me is like, ooh, if they could do that every year, I think people would really enjoy just seeing that again every year. So just from the preview. And you can see the preview, by the way. The teaser trailer is on WRCA.org also. So get the app, too.
Well, we don't have a rodeo at the Garden of the Gods. We will have it at the arena in Colorado Springs. If Lehman is missing, go towards the Garden of the Gods, and he'll be laid up underneath there fanning himself with big leaves.
He'll be on top of one of the big rocks after climbing.
Well, I'll do
climbing
a
up there.